Namaste all. Namaste Meenakshi ma'am.
Namaste, Preeti ma'am.
Can we start ma'am?
Yes. Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible ma'am. Namaste to everyone. Welcoming you all to this webinar 17 by the Mind Care Initiative of Prashasti, the free medical guidance, mind care counseling and naturopathy initiative of the DAV Group Chennai. So this is the disclaimer. This webinar is only for informational and educational purposes only. Please consult a professional for mental health or psychological advice, diagnosis or treatment. About the speaker, it gives me great privilege to introduce the speaker for the day, Mrs. Meenakshi, consultant counselor, psychologist and trainer at the DAV Group. She has more than 5,000 plus hours of counseling practice. She began her career with 6 years into the corporate sector and then worked as a pre-primary teacher, which introduced her to the importance of emotional and behavioral development in children. Then she did her master's in psychology. She became a full-time counseling psychologist, and she is the consultant counselor with the DAV Group. She handles different therapeutic techniques, including counseling, micro skills training, play therapy, advanced metaphor therapy, neuro-linguistic programming, trauma-informed psychological interventions, and handwriting analysis. She's very passionate with working with children, and I can proudly say she's helped many children achieve their dreams, balancing between the parents and the children. And that is why we are happy to have you today, ma'am. Now the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Preeti ma'am. Thank you for your warm welcome. Participants, whoever can you please turn on your video so that I could see if it's possible for you? Else, it's not a problem. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. May I know, you can also put it on the chat, what is the age group of your children so that I know, all the audience that I'm going to cover? You can put it in the chat box. Okay, 9th standard. Thank you, sir. Okay, 7.
Just
Okay, first
add
standard,
on.
3rd standard, LKG.
There are a few children as well.
Well, yeah. So from a small age group, we're going to take care. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much for.
Yes, and you can go bilingual in Tamil whenever needed.
Okay.
Thank you.
I see familiar faces. Gurumurthy, sir. Thank you for joining. Namaste, sir. So I'm going to share my screen and then we'll start off. And questions we can keep it towards the end so that because எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் cover பண்றதுக்கு concepts எல்லாமே இருக்கு, so we can keep it towards the end. Multiple participants can share. Is that what it is or no? Host only, right? Who can share? Preeti,
multiple participants can share, ma'am. You can click the green button to share, ma'am.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am. We are able to see your slide.
Yeah. Is it moving?
Now it's in the blank slide. Can you move to the next slide, ma'am?
Yes. Okay.
Yes, we got it.
நான் இங்க கொஞ்சம் quotes கொடுத்திருக்கேன் and there is something favorite for me here, which is it is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. So இத பத்தி நான் இன்னும் நிறைய பேசுவேன், but then I will take you through the slides and then I will also explain about these quotes. So first about, this one is also a very, very powerful statement. Again, towards the end, you will only be able to tell me how much you think that child behavior problems are actually related to our unrealistic expectations. So idhu nama innu konjam later, just make a mental note that we will cover these two slides a little later. I want to ask this group, what are parental expectations according to you? No answer is right or wrong, but then you can tell me what are parental expectations. You can unmute yourself, you can tell me, or you can put it in the chat box. உங்களை
marks,
பொறுத்த வரைக்கும்
marks, values,
வேல்யூஸ், அப்புறம் வேற என்ன சொன்னீங்க மேம்?
mark.
மார்க், அகடமிக்ஸ், அப்புறமா
yes,
வேல்யூஸ்.
values.
கரெக்ட். ஓகே ஓகே, வெரி குட். வேற இதுல ரைட் ராங் எதுவுமே இல்ல. so you can tell me.
Occupation.
Okay,
Student.
good behavior, obedience, be a good behavior child. Okay, very good. Where
Being responsible.
Okay, being responsible, self-regulation, thank you, following family rituals and practices. Okay, anybody else? Okay, independent person in all aspects, self-control. Okay,
Punctuality.
they should be obedient, they should have good health, good communication.
Time management and punctuality.
Correct, time management. But ஏதோ ஒரு ஏரியால we feel that our children can do better or they are lagging. அப்படியா? Do you feel that? Yes or no? Okay, Padmavati ma'am says yes. Okay, anybody else? In academics? Okay, no, they are good in everything. Ramamani ma'am, child? Okay, super. Ma'am, unmute பண்ணிக்கோங்க ma'am. No problem.
I am sorry for that. I feel that they are trying their best.
Okay.
As parents, I wonder whether we are able to balance between our expectations and present other peer pressure they have.
Exactly. I think
I'm not able to draw a line between what I expect and I just want to understand whether is it going in the right track or sometimes I feel that I'm putting a lot of pressure on them.
Okay. Thank you for your honest, opinion, and I hope this webinar is going to clear some of your doubts at least. So that's the intention of this webinar.
That's what I expect from this session. Like, I want to know whatever I do is correct. We cannot let go whatever they do. Like, we have some practices at home and expectations as parents for them to perform in academics and also other co-curricular, extracurricular activities. I just want to know how to draw the line.
Okay.
That's my experience.
First of all, where should the line be drawn and how to go about
it? Yes.
Clear. So I think somewhere similar is what we also have in this webinar plan. So நீங்க சொன்னது எல்லாமே I will take everyone's point of view. சில பேர் behavior, சில பேர் obedience, சில பேர் வந்து family rituals, academics எல்லாமே சொல்லிருக்கீங்க. So exactly, these are the types of parental expectations. சில பேர் academic expectations இருக்கணும், from 60%. சில பேர் சொல்லுவாங்க I just want my child to pass in all subjects அப்படின்னு. That is their expectation. சில பேர் they would want to be like, what, I want them to be the topper because they have that ability but they are just not putting the effort அப்படின்னு சில பேர் சொல்லுவாங்க. Career expectation, I want them to take up this engineering, medical, அந்த மாதிரி some parents have that kind of an expectation. Performance expectation, it could be perfectionist. Whatever you do, just try to be perfect in it. அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி சில பேருக்கான expectations இருக்கலாம். Social expectations, again we try to draw, compare. Okay, how is that person doing? How is that child doing? If they can do, why can't you do? So அந்த மாதிரி கொஞ்சம் peer pressure இதுல வரும், social expectations இதுல நிறைய இருக்கு. So these are the kinds of expectations that we all have. We don't sit and think about it, but then these are there in our mind always. Okay, now what are unrealistic expectations some of us have? First of all, I want to put a disclaimer here. No, I am not condemning or trying to bring down any parent here. That is not the agenda. No, நான் இப்போ வந்து சொல்லவே மாட்டேன் நீங்க பண்றது தப்பு அப்படின்னு. It is right for you, but is it easy for the child also? அதுதான் நம்ம பார்க்கணும். அதுதான் ஒரே ஒரு விஷயம். So I am not going to, the end of the day when you go back after this webinar, it should not be நான் என்ன ஒரு disastrous parent அப்படின்னு. I don't want anyone to think. Why? Because we can always change our strategies and change our methods from today itself. it is possible for us to make a change. நீங்க இந்த வெபினாருக்கு வந்து you've given your Saturday time, evening time for this entire purpose. So you've already taken that first step. So the next step is to see, don't put yourself down or go on a guilt trip. நான் இதெல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டேன், தப்பு பண்ணிட்டேன் நான் நிறையா அப்படின்னு நினைக்காம, okay, how can I do better? அப்படிங்கிறது மாத்திரம் தான் நம்ம பார்க்கணும். So what do you think would be some unrealistic expectations that some of us have? If you can be able to chat about it, or you can write it, tell me also, it's okay. Unrealistic expectations now.
Ma'am, namaste, ma'am.
Yes.
I'm Lakshmi Rajendran.
Hello, ma'am.
Actually, I feel that, like for academic wise, if we talk about, if the
Okay.
child is getting 50%, I'm talking about, like,
Okay.
but if we give the expectation like the child should score more than 80%, you know, and the child should show the improvement immediately, which will not happen.
Perfect.
So
Immediately.
yeah, of course, and we are pressurizing the children. One example, like you are supposed to attend too many tuitions, and you're supposed to work on it. And even if the child is spending a lot of time in studying, but if we expect, you know, like more than 5 hours and night time also, if the child, you know, expected to spend too much time in studies, and obviously the children, you know, they feel and frustrated, especially, and lack of good proper sleep, you know, the reactions they have.
So unrealistic expectation in terms of, oh, very good, this is a very valid point. 50% பண்ற ஒரு பையன் ஒரு capability இருக்கு, rather than making him go step by step, drastic improvement if we are looking, and you know, trying to beat him up in terms of, you know, sleep, அது இது எல்லாத்துலயும் ரொம்ப over tuitions இந்த மாதிரி கொடுக்கும்போது, it could just you know, create lot of anxiety in the child, and maybe low self-esteem இதெல்லாம் வரும். What else? Please be open, because நிறைய பேருக்கு நிறைய questions-உம் இருக்கலாம். So whatever it is, just tell me.
And behavior wise, I feel that, you know, because they don't understand the way they behave is wrong, you know. First of all, they are not understanding that, you know, I'm really good with them, but they are not good with me. So that kind of minging with them, coping up with other classmates, you know, friends and circle, they really, you know, feel very different and being isolated, you know, they have that kind of feeling like I'm being left out, you know. When I'm not I'm unable to adjust with them.
இதுல எப்படி unrealistic expectation?
Because all of a sudden we cannot expect the change, you know, in them. We cannot make them immediately you're supposed to change. That's not the way. Correct. So far I have understood, because I've attended the meetings, you know, so far. So ma'am told that we cannot expect immediately, you know, we are supposed to change. Everything will take, you know, slow.
It will take some time. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else for unrealistic expectation from you know, any social aspect or career aspect? Anybody else?
Good evening, ma'am. Vinod here.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, ma'am. So, ma'am, kids say about 1 year old, first standard kids, but when some competition, or they are expected to stand in front of a crowd and speak, her volume goes very low, but we keep on telling, even after multiple competitions she joins, we expect her to talk, but she tries her best, but we again and again ask her to improve on the to be little loud and all that. So she tries her best, but expecting results immediately is a little unrealistic stage.
So what I gather is that when we expect something very drastic very quickly, we should give them all time and space. Likewise, when we go
Yeah.
for our corporate job or anything, immediately things cannot work. The same goes for the child who is much, much, much younger. So thank you, sir, for that answer. So what I would want to also bring here is that unrealistic expectations go as per the ability of the child. And is it the right age for them also? If I ask a fourth standard or a fifth standard child to get up at 5:30 every day and start studying, then is it going to be a realistic expectation or an unrealistic expectation? What could it be?
Realistic when the entire family goes to sleep early, ma'am. Otherwise, definitely unrealistic, ma'am.
I accept the same, because early to bed, early to rise. Because the family is also to be supportive for this. No, for this.
Exactly. But even people like us who are in our 40s, we are not able to get up every day at 5:30. Some days even we go for a slack, there is some health issue that comes up. So children also, some days it might not be possible. So this is what it is. We have to take handhold with them step by step. For a fifth standard or a sixth standard child, at least they should be able to get up at like 6:30, 6:15. They should be able to take care of their routine. As they progress with their age, the time can be reduced. If they are in their ninth or 10th standard and I'm asking them to get up at 6:30, no, it is not the right expectation I'm setting. I'm setting a very low expectation. But what I'm saying is, from fifth, we can keep working on the time aspect. This is just an example between unrealistic versus a realistic expectation. So if they are not able to do it, then we get frustrated about it, we get upset about it. Basically, we just have to see, is it age appropriate? So yes, there are certain things in the chat box. We will get to that. So this is what is unrealistic versus realistic expectation. Are your expectations appropriate to the age of the child, or are we giving them too much for a very early age? This is, every parent should be cautious to take this. Illa இப்ப நான் அவங்கள விட்டுட்டேன்னா they will never be able to do that. So இப்பதான் நான் அந்த ரெஜிமை செட் பண்ணணும், நான் இப்படித்தான் இருந்தேன் அப்படின்னு நம்ம அதை கொண்டு வரும்போது what happens is, see, a lot of things have changed between how we were a child and how they are as children. Lot of things. COVID happened. And COVID, a lot of children have undergone terrible and tremendous amount of change. They have gone, from a classroom model to an online model. They have been cut off from their friends. So even now, as a psychologist, I'm seeing so many children still adjusting to a routine. Innumume, even after 2-3 years of COVID, still I'm going through that. Nariya per vandu illa ma'am, COVID ku apprame ivanga ipo ipdi dhaan irukanga. This is what I see. So what I'm trying to say is, வந்து நம்மளோட எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன்ஸ் சைல்டுக்கு அப்ரோப்ரியேட்டா இருக்காங்கிறத நம்ம கொஞ்சம் பார்க்கணும். அதுல அவங்களுக்கு வர சேலஞ்சஸ் என்ன அப்படிங்கிறதையும் நம்ம கொஞ்சம் யோசிச்சு பண்ணணும். இதெல்லாம் நான் ஏன் யோசிக்கணும் அப்படின்னா, நம்ம எல்லாம் சேர்ந்து இது வந்து பசங்களுக்கு ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷனை கொடுத்துட்டு they have to follow அப்படின்னா, we are not having an open communication with them. So like for a sleep routine, the entire family, as Preeti ma'am said, has to go at a right time. Now வந்து you go to sleep அப்படின்னு child கிட்ட சொல்லிட்டு, if I am there with my mobile until like 12, what am I setting as example to the child? ஏமா நீ பண்றியே நான் ஏன் பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்னு the child might ask the next time. So we should be careful about what kind of behavior we are setting and what is the rule for the entire family. நிறைய பேர் சொல்றாங்க, எனக்கு நான் 9:30க்கு தூங்க வச்சிடுறேன் மேம், பட் அடுத்த நாள் என்னால அவங்கள எழுப்ப முடியல. ஸோ எங்க ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்குங்கிறது, see, every child is unique. What they are facing as issues can also be unique. And until you sit down and speak to your child about it, you will not be able to understand where they are coming from, what is the problem actually. So இதுதான் நம்ம கொஞ்சம் பார்த்துக்கணும். And இன்னொரு விஷயம் என்னன்னா, is the behavior appropriate to the age of the child? So suppose 7th standard, 8th standard, they're still throwing a lot of temper tantrums. That is not acceptable. They should be able to express, they should be able to control and work on their anger. சோ வந்து அடிக்கிறாங்களா, வீட்டுல இருக்கிறவங்களை அடிக்கிறாங்களா, என்ன நடக்குது அப்படிங்கறத நம்ம கொஞ்சம் இதெல்லாமும் நம்ம வந்து இஸ் த பிஹேவியர் அப்ரோப்ரியேட் டு த ஏஜ் ஆஃப் ஒரு சின்ன குழந்தை அழும்போது இட்ஸ் ஓகே, they are not able to express fully நம்ம சொல்லலாம், they are not able to express completely. But if a teenager is going through certain things, then something is happening to them. We might have to watch that very carefully. So இது வந்து I wanted to talk about one thing I want to drive today across is, are your expectations appropriate to the age of the child? இது கொஞ்சம் யோசிச்சு you have to take a call on this. Now I come to parenting styles. இது வந்து ரொம்பவே ஒரு இம்பார்ட்டன்டான கான்செப்ட். There are 4 kinds of parenting styles. ஒன்னு வந்து permissive parenting, இன்னொன்னு neglectful parenting, இன்னொன்னு authoritarian, and the last one is authoritative. Permission, எல்லாத்துக்கும் permission கொடுக்கிறது. Can you give me an example for that, anyone? Anybody can give an example for
Whatever the child asks, even if it's very expensive, we get it.
Immediately we can give it. Yeah, உடனே okay, என் பையன் கேட்டுட்டான், I will give. Or the child might be born a little late to the parents, so they might be pampering him and making things easy for him this way. So that is permissive parenting. அப்போ வந்து ஒரு expectation set பண்றதோ அதை அவங்க வந்து ஃபாலோ பண்றதோ கொஞ்சம் சேலஞ்சிங்கா இருக்கும். What about neglectful parenting? Can someone tell me? Neglectful parenting.
Not correcting the mistakes done by the child.
Not
correcting the mistakes.
Correcting the mistakes. Ignoring, not correcting the mistake. So if I'm just on the mobile and then my child comes to me and tells me something, talks to me, எனக்கு இப்ப நான் ரொம்ப busy. So what happens is the child is trying to communicate with you. And what we are doing is we are cutting them off. Yes, we might be busy with our cooking, with our office work, but at least try to allocate some time in a day with them so that you can have a good open communication with them. ஏன்னா நிறைய தடவை பேரண்ட்ஸ் என்ன ஃபீல் பண்றாங்கன்னா, they stop to talk to me, they are not talking to me அப்படின்னு நிறைய பேரு கொஞ்ச நாள் கழிச்சு வந்து சொல்றாங்க. அதுக்கு இப்பவே நம்ம ஃபவுண்டேஷன் மாதிரி you should give them adequate time. What they require from you right now is to just give them time, sit down with them, என்ன அவங்க பண்றாங்க, what are they playing with, இதெல்லாம் கொஞ்சம் நம்ம பார்க்கணும். And neglectful parentingனால expectations-உம் they might set very low expectations. நீ எப்படியோ பண்ணிக்கோ அப்படிங்கும்போது they might not be, the child might not be very motivated, very driven. அச்சீவே பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. ஓகே, ஏதோ ஒண்ணு பண்ணினா போறோம் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி ஒரு அவங்களுக்கு வந்து எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன் செட்டிங் பத்தியே அவங்களுக்கு தெரியாது. ஸோ நெக்லெக்ட்ஃபுல் பேரண்டிங்கா நம்ம இருக்கோம் அப்படின்னா இப்ப கொஞ்சம் நம்ம இன்வால்வ்டா ஆகணும், அவ்வளவுதான். ஸோ பெர்மிசிவா இருக்கோம்னா எல்லாத்துக்குமே கொஞ்சம் நம்ம ரூல்ஸ் போட இருக்கணும். இது இப்ப அவசியம் இல்லை. why are you asking me this now? It's not even your birthday. This gift is very expensive. So in the mari we should start telling them and pushing them back. They might not agree to it immediately because your style has always been permissive. கொஞ்சம் டைம் ஆகும் மாத்துறதுக்கு அவங்கள. ஸோ நீங்களும் கொஞ்சம் அப்படியே கான்சியஸா you try to see which of the category you will be and you can change it to the better version. ஸோ அத்தாரிட்டேரியன் அப்படிங்கிறது தான் நம்மளோட ஹிட்லர் ஸ்டைல். நான் ரூல் போடுறேன், நீ ஃபாலோ பண்ணு. ஹிட்லர் ஸ்டைல் நம்ம சொல்லும் போதே whatever I am the boss, you just have to listen to me. This might have worked with our generation. My parent might have been like that to me. It worked well, but it will not work in this kind of a setup. 2025 இது ஒர்க் ஆகாது, இன்னும் போக போகவும் இது ஒர்க் ஆகாது. This is when the child might either turn out to be a rebellious child or a submissive child. ஸோ ரெபெலியஸ் சைல்ட்னா என்ன, யாரா இருக்கலாம் சொல்லுங்க, அவங்களோட கேரக்டர் எப்படி இருக்கும்? Who can tell me about rebellious child? Anyone?
Ma'am, I feel if the child feels that parent is not doing whatever is her or his role, child may rebel.
Okay, what is rebel?
I mean, not listening to or not following the instructions and asking questions Or
Why would I have to do it?
Yeah, why should I do it?
Why should I do it? அந்த மாதிரி கேட்பாங்க. கரெக்ட். சோ கொஞ்ச நாளைக்கு வேணா கேட்டுக்கலாம், அடிக்கிறீங்கன்னா அடி வாங்கிக்கலாம். But will they be like that? No. Some children might just stop caring. நீ அடிக்கிறியா அடி, you don't talk to me, it's okay, not a problem. So அந்த மாதிரி they will be like, okay, பரவாயில்ல, anything is okay, I don't care அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி வந்து I'll do what I want to do அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி ஆயிடுவாங்க. Not obeying, yes, correct, to retaliate, very good. So இந்த மாதிரியான ஸ்டைல் வந்து கொஞ்சம் டைமுக்கு ஒர்க் ஆனாலும் பாதிப்பு நம்மளுக்கு தான் on a later stage. Same thing, submissive personality எப்படின்னா they will listen to everything, they will not say anything, but then they will end up as a very low self-confident kind of a person. எனக்கு வந்து ஒண்ணுமே வராது, எனக்கு வந்து somebody has to handhold me, அந்த மாதிரியான ஒரு நேச்சர் அவங்களுக்கு பர்சனாலிட்டி டெவலப் ஆயிடும். ஸோ முன்ன காலத்துல வேணா அத்தாரிட்டேரியன் could have been good, நீங்களும் நல்லா வந்திருப்பீங்க. But in the generation, so that's why I want to also tell you, please don't compare between how we were brought up and compare how we are bringing up our children. நிறைய things change ஆயிருக்கு. மொபைல் நம்ம பார்த்ததே கிடையாது, கம்ப்யூட்டர் பார்த்தது கிடையாது. We used to go play with friends. ஒண்ணுமே இல்லைன்னா we used to be bored at home doing nothing. பட் இந்த காலத்துல குழந்தைங்க ஐ எம் போர்ட் அப்படிங்கிறாங்க. ஸோ வி ஹாவ் டு என்கேஜ் தெம் வித் சம்திங், அந்த மாதிரி ஆயிடுச்சு. ஸோ நிறைய திங்ஸ் இப்போ மாறி இருக்கு அண்ட் வி ஹாவ் டு கோ ஹெட் வித் த சேஞ்சிங் டைம்ஸ். அதனாலதான் அத்தாரிட்டேரியன் கொஞ்ச நாளைக்கு வேணா உங்க பேச்சை கேட்கலாம், பட் நாள் ஆக ஆக when they go to a 8th or a 9th or a 10th standard, you might be facing certain problems there. So என்ன மாதிரி பின்ன ஸ்டைல் இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னா அத்தாரிட்டேட்டிவ், அதாவது சால்வும் பண்ணணும் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் அவங்களோட. இது நீ ஃபாலோ பண்ணல இந்த எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன் அப்படின்னா உனக்கு ஒரு கான்சிக்வன்ஸ் இருக்கும். ப்ரீடிட்டர்மின் கான்சிக்வன்ஸ், சடனா ஒரு கான்சிக்வன்ஸ் நம்மளால கொண்டு வர முடியாது. பட் யூ ஷுட் பி ஏபிள் டு டெல் them, if you are not able to do this, then this is what you will not get அப்படிங்கறத நம்ம வந்து டிரைவ் பண்ணணும். இஸ் இட் பாசிபிள்? எஸ், ஐ ஹவ் ஒர்க் வித் லாட் ஆஃப் பேரண்ட்ஸ் வித் அ கான்சிக்வன்ஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட். இட் ஹாஸ் ஒர்க். ஸோ இது நம்ம ஆனா கன்சிஸ்டன்டா ஃபாலோ பண்ணணும் அண்ட் ஓப்பன் கம்யூனிகேஷன் கண்டிப்பா வேணும். ஸோ தீஸ் ஆர் த 4 parenting styles. I would want to ask you, maybe to yourself, you don't even have to reveal that answer, what kind of a parenting style you have. See if you can change it to a better parenting style. Is that okay? Am I going in a okay pace or am I going too fast? Please tell me. Yes?
For me, it's fine, but I'll wait for the participants to answer, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Good. So we are receiving in the chat box. Everybody has put okay.
Boring இல்லையா? ஏதாவது இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கா வரும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்கல்ல? It will come.
Ma'am, one of them has put little fast, ma'am.
Little
you are
fast,
being little fast. Yes.
Okay. Sir, ஏதாவது கான்செப்ட் சார், மேம் ஏதாவது கான்செப்ட் புரியலையா? நீலேஷ் மிஸ்ரா ஜி, shall I stick to English more? Or which slide did you not get it? Do you want me to go about it once again?
Would request Nilesh Mishra ji to unmute and tell.
Actually, I want to know which parenting is the best. What I understood is that is authoritative is the best,
authoritative,
right?
Sir. Yes. Basically,
authoritative is the best.
Yes. Basically, like, leave alone the name. It should be where if a child is, not able to finish an expectation, not able to, go about with a task, sit and try to solve with them. What is the problem you are facing? Even after you try to solve the problem with them, still if they are not able to, then they should know what is the consequence about it. So here,
Actually, ma'am, I have 2 kids and difference between these 2 kids are only 1 year, 14 months only. So they are not listening. Suppose something we are telling, don't do this. They are not listening by politely. Suppose we are saying, don't do this. Then they are trying to listen. Normally they are not listening. So I want to know whether something is wrong with us, like me and my wife are.
Yeah, that is what I'm going to cover a little later, where I'm going to talk about exactly how to give certain instructions to them. Is that okay? You see, after a few slides, if this point will get covered. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Thank you. So one more thing which I want to talk about is perfectionist parents. Yaar avanga? Who are they? Who are these perfectionist parents? Anybody? எப்படி இருப்பாங்க அவங்களோட கேரக்டரோ
The parents who allows his kids to express their way and they are listening to kids, not putting so many rules on kids. You do this, you like that. What I expect maybe this.
Okay, perfectionist parents are who expect perfection from their kids. In every area, they have to be really good because I'm putting in so much effort in them, because I am doing so much work and doing so many things for them. They have to be perfect in their academics, in their behavior, in everything that they touch. This I have seen parents coming up with this kind of a thought that this is how I expect my kid to be. This is how my parents have also brought me up. So it will bring a lot of pressure for the kid and they will slowly start lacking. They will not be able to perform. So it is kind of a scary thing to have. Nobody can be perfectionist. We all will have some or the other development areas in our life. Even I have, every one of us have. So I have certain things with respect to, how I go about my day. Maybe sometimes I put in too much of work also on me. So I try to negotiate that, okay, today I will not take so much calls, so many sessions. So there are certain things for every one of us to work on, isn't it? Are we all perfect? Are we all perfect? Everything is perfect with us? Please tell me.
Not possible, ma'am, actually. No one is perfect in this world.
No one is perfect, right? This idea came to me only, when I was in my 20s, because all my life, even I was struggling to be a perfectionist. It will not happen and I will not be motivated enough. It's something that, see, we can all keep improving. Improvement is definitely needed and it is possible, but when we start off itself, we can't be the first in the race always. We will have something to work on also. So with this, what will happen is perfectionist parent, meaning I'm expecting them to be perfectionist. They will be lacking in their self-esteem, in their confidence, and they will be in lot of pressure also. So this you have to be careful if you are trying to make them the best. So now then, what could be the negative effects? Either if I set too low expectations or too high expectations. What we saw before, rebellious or submissive personality. Feeling inadequate now, what does this mean? Feeling inadequate. Anyone? What's that?
Something lacking.
Yeah, lacking. Low confidence and low self-esteem. If I'm setting an expectation, you have to get 80, as that parent I told in an example. If the child capacity is 50 and I'm aiming them to get 80, then what I will say is, you are not able to do it. What will happen is, it will lead to low confidence. I think the capability illa. Rather than sitting down with them and understanding why is it 50? Where are the challenges? If I'm just already going to conclude and say illa unak idu varadu, unak idu kashtam, then what will happen is it will lead to low confidence and low self-esteem. And I want to tell you, because I also speak to lot of professionals, lot of things that the professionals right now in their 30s, 40s, whatever they are facing, it's coming out of their childhood experiences. How their parents had their parenting style, what were the expectations from the parents. அது எல்லாத்தையுமே நாங்க இப்பதான் சார்ட் அவுட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். In terms of trauma release, in terms of metaphor therapy, நாங்க இப்ப டீல் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். So childhood is a very, very important and integral part. And childhood na நான் இதை வந்து adolescence வரைக்குமே எடுத்துப்பேன். So that everyone gets covered. வெறும் 10th பசங்க 11th பசங்களுக்கு மாத்திரம் நம்ம இல்ல, இன்னும் நிறைய நம்ம வந்து பசங்களோட obviously we have to have their hand holding. So you have to ensure that they don't go into that low confidence and low self-esteem. it leads to lot of stress and anxiety also. Ayyo, namlala achieve panna mudiyala. Suppose I get my marks, I'm only in my 50s. When I go home, what will my father tell me? I'm going to get beating. போச்சு இன்னைக்கு அவ்வளவுதான். எவ்வளோ stress create ஆகும், எவ்வளோ anxiety create ஆகும், just imagine. If I have to tell you the truth, I myself have failed till my 9th. Ena, I had lot of challenges during my study time from 8th to 9th and all. My dad had a transferable job. So there were reasons for me, but then I got good marks in 10th because my mother was very supportive at that point of time. So ஒரு சப்ஜெக்ட்ல ஃபெயில் ஆனோம்னா அப்படியே நம்ம போட்டு அடிக்கிறது should not be done. Rather than that, sitting down with them and understanding sums போடலையா, எதுனால, what happenedங்கிறத மாத்திரம் நம்ம கொஞ்சம் நிறைய கவனிச்சு விசாரிக்கணும் பசங்க கிட்ட. So how to set realistic expectations? Do we sit down and ask them what is happening? Why is your academics not, you're not able to padikka mudiyaliya? So the other day I had observed, my daughter is also in teenage. I had asked her, she was just going to study and coming back. Not even 10-15 minutes, she was just coming back. Enna appadina, she was daydreaming now. She was thinking about her future. This she told me when I'm talking to her, because the communication channel is open, the child feels safe to tell what is happening with them. Then we sorted out as to, okay, what is happening. So idella namalku eppadi nadakanumna, the child has to trust you and tell you certain things. Yeah, so you have to pay attention, you have to trust them, make them sit down with you. Idukku dhaan oru quality time madri you should spend with your kid, so that they will be இன்னைக்கு சொல்லலைனாலும் tomorrow they will open up. But you have to give them that space for them to come and talk to you. So marks card வந்த உடனே நம்ம அடிக்க ஆரம்பிச்சோம்னா, where is the space for them to talk anything to you? போச்சு, இதுதான் நடக்க போகுது, so I might as well shut myself out and just get the beating. This is what will happen. So please don't go to that. The school lend or call vandiruchunalo seri, if they fail also, don't go anything drastic. Sit down and think why that happened. Then you will be able to save the child from lot of trauma. Am I making sense to you? Is it too much to ask? Yes? No?
Perfectly correct.
Anybody else? Do we sit down and talk? Do we sit down and ask them why? Say yes if it is possible, if you can sit down and talk to them. Okay, Vijay ma'am, thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Hello,
Thank
namaste,
you.
ma'am.
Yes, sir.
It is possible, ma'am. One doubt what I have is the building the trust. Actually, that is very key, according to me also.
Yes, sir.
But what I can give you an example. For example, if there's a maths problem and there is a way the teacher teaches, right? And when my son comes back home and I teach in a different way, he does not believe me. He again believes only his teacher. So that trust is lagging, ma'am. So how do we bring the trust? Even if we sit down with him and spend a lot of hours, still he goes back to his teacher or his friends. And I can understand
Because,
that.
correct,
Yes,
sir,
yes,
you're right.
sorry, I will repeat same problem. Suppose I am telling my son something, he is telling, no, my teacher told like this. He blindly
Correct,
following the teachers. They are not following what we say. They are
why do
blindly
you think,
following
sir,
teacher.
they are blindly following the teacher? Why do you think?
Why do you think? Suppose my kids started writing alphabet. I am correcting you, write this way. Now immediately he will tell, no, my teacher told like this. I am not getting why. I told, sir, I
Correct.
am beta, I am also making you correct, but he is not believing.
But who is giving the marks? You or the teacher?
No,
Teacher.
ma'am, 1 minute, ma'am. Maybe the example might be wrong, ma'am, but I want to clarify it in a better way. Like, there are few problems which are given in the NCERT textbooks which are taught by the teachers, and the questions are like we follow CBSE pattern, and we take some advanced level questions also in the question paper. So when I ask him to do the problems which are given in the guide, or when I ask him to solve those things at home, he says these kind of problems will not be asked in the examination, so I won't do it for you. He says like that, but problems are coming in the exam. When I tell him things are coming in the exam, so I asked you before itself, no, to prepare all those things. My teacher did not tell me, so I will not prepare. This keeps on repeating for the past 3 years. He says the same thing. He never any of the problem which is given by me.
So basically, maybe he finds your problems more tougher, and he tries to take, advantage of the fact that my teacher, doesn't give these kind of questions. So it's kind of an escape route that he is following, isn't it?
Exactly, ma'am. I also feel because some problems
So,
are complex. Whatever
correct.
I give him. Yes, ma'am.
But how is he performing with respect to that subject?
Ma'am, Max, he's having his confidence is getting low, ma'am. In all the but like memorizing subjects like language or social science, he scores a very good mark. When it comes to mathematics and science, he gets low mark. I repeatedly tell him that I'm helping you in such a way, but you are not obeying me. If I tell like that, he's getting irritated. No, I
First of all, ma'am, we should never use this word obey. Obey,
okay.
no. Obey, it will go to again that Hitler. So what happens here that I clearly see is the child is a little bit struggling with that subject, Max. Okay.
Yes,
and when you go and give him that tough kind of an NCERT kind of a question, he's struggling.
Yes.
How to build that confidence is, suppose you give him for simple sums. Give him simple sums. Let him come to you. In that, you give one difficult sum. When he's doing these four right, try to give him some appreciation, positive reinforcement. You're doing this well. One slum, slowly see, basically the child is not confident. What is going on with them is something different. We are only, that's what I'm going to cover in the next slide actually. What we are seeing is just a behavior. My child is not obeying me, and he's not going and writing these sums. He's not attempting these sums. Either he is taking excuse of the teacher, or he says these questions do not come. Whatever it is, that's what is happening. This is the behavior that we see. But there could be challenges why he is saying that. Do we know?
Yes.
Do we know why?
No.
No, ma'am.
No.
This session is exactly that. We have to go and understand what is happening to the child. I was only seeing the behavior of my child. She was coming back 10 minutes when she went to study, coming back. What was happening? Amma, I was daydreaming. This, if the child is confident to tell you that you're not going to laugh, that you're not going to criticize them, they will tell you. Then you can help them. I see that if you first give him simple sums, make him more confident, slowly you will, that's as you have told very clearly, he's losing confidence. Why? He feels he's not able to do it.
Yes,
Max and நம்ம approach பண்ற விதமே மாறணும். So that's why you have to, இதுல நான் இன்னொரு bigger point what I want to say is, pay attention. This is the main thing. We don't know what the challenges the child is facing. We only see behavior. He's not sitting and doing, he's not obeying my whatever I am saying. இல்ல காரணமும் இருக்கும். அது அந்த குழந்தைக்கே தெரியாமலும் இருக்கலாம். We might not know, the child might not even know that. Sometimes இல்ல நம்மளே சொல்றோம்ல, I'm in a low mood today. ஏன் தெரியல, I don't know, but I feel really low நம்மளே சொல்றோம்ல. Don't you agree to it? Do we know everything that happens to us? No. So likewise, sometimes the child might not be able to tell you also. That's when you have to okay, என்னவா இருக்கலாம், problem நம்ம தான் அதுதான் solving. That is that parenting style where you sit down and solve them together. நம்ம இங்கேருந்து pressure போட்டுக்கிட்டே இருக்கோம். Just imagine the situation. I'm putting pressure, do these sums, do these sums. The child is choking. Please take a pause, try to gather what's happening, and then go ahead. It will be beautiful. நான் இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய குழந்தைங்க, நானும் இல்ல, நிறைய psychologists, we are doing this. We are trying to pause and see what is happening to the child. One child came with one parent, எழுதவே மாட்டேங்கிறா கிளாஸ்ல, always the notebook is incomplete. குழந்தைகிட்ட உட்கார்ந்து பேசும்போது realize that the child doesn't like to write. The child feels the hand is paining. The child feels, I would like to do drawing now. இதுதான், it's exactly running in her mind now. இதுக்கு I could just draw. Why am I going to write this? அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு she kind of disturbs the class. So went and sat down and told her, you finish your classwork here. சின்ன குழந்தை, it's a very small child, 3rd standard. Use problem solve, you நீ எங்கேயே எழுதிடு, so that at home you can do coloring. With a couple of sessions, the child just finishes all her work. In fact, her class teacher gave a validation saying, "Boss, nalla pandra." She's sitting at one place. Idhula yarume pannadhu enna, we just sat down and understood, paid attention to what they were saying. It is possible. You just have to எல்லாத்துலயுமே இல்ல ஏதாவது ஒரு பிஹேவியர்ல we all parents face, even I face with my child. Why? அதுதான் நம்ம தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். Set goals together is the second one. So am I clear with the first point? Am I making sense to you, or is it unachievable? Tell me,
No, ma'am.
please.
No, ma'am. It's possible, ma'am.
Thank you so much. You've been open and very honest. இது it will help both you and your child.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely. Thank you, ma'am.
No problem. My son says he can understand my teaching in maths and English better than his teacher, but not doing better in exam. Adedhan, sir, we have to sit down and understand. Yeah, நம்மளும் ஒரு question paper prepare பண்ணி கொடுக்கணும். Question paper கையில வைக்கும்போது என்ன நீ யோசிக்கிற? What are your thoughts? What is happening? So தெரிய வரும் நம்மளுக்கு அப்பதான். Maybe இங்க பாருங்களேன், ஒரு beautiful concept இருக்கு. Thoughts lead to feelings. Feeling lead to behavior. If you have a pen and paper, please make a note of it. One thought can lead to a particular feeling, and the feeling can lead to a behavior. What does that mean? Oh, this question is so hard. Abdina, if I have that thought, will my feeling be positive or negative? Tell me. This question is so hard. Will my feeling be positive or negative?
Negative, ma'am.
What will be my behavior? Will I be able to solve the question paper fully, or will I get stuck and get confused with my answers?
Stuck.
Stuck, and in fact, don't want to continue also.
அது நம்மளுக்கு தெரியணும்னா நம்மளும் கொஞ்சம் deep dive கொஞ்சம் observe பண்ணி we have to understand what's happening. I'm giving you confused with answer, it's negative. இதுதான் நடக்கும். So நிறைய பேர் நல்லா படிப்பாங்க வீட்ல, சூப்பர்பா எஃபோர்ட் போடுவாங்க, பட் அங்க போன உடனே something happens. So this is what we psychologists we say it is CBT அப்படின்னா cognitive behavior therapy. ரொம்ப jargons எல்லாம் I don't want to use. Only simple thing is a thought lead to a feeling, and a feeling goes to a behavior. We have to ensure that that thought doesn't get disturbed. In the one question dane, it's okay, I'll look at it a little later. So we have to go to that depth. Enna nanikira? We give a question paper to him, see where he is getting stuck. And then you take a call as to, okay, then you will only have to change that thought. You just have to make it a little bit more neutral or a little bit positive. Adudha. Chariya. Next thing don't compare. So this happened to my own close circle. The brother of this parent, the parent to two kids. The brother is studying in a foreign country. Damn good. He used to put clear routine, clear timetable. He used to just go getter, 90% and above them. That's why he's in foreign country studying. Now the second child, born after a few years, happy-go-lucky, very cool, very relaxed. But if you say, come and sit down and study this, she will study. She doesn't have a timetable of her own, nothing like that. So here the mother is like, why is she not like the brother? Why is she not like her brother? I am exhausted. She is not taking care of her things. Can two children be the same even if it's from the same mother? No, correct. Thank you, sir. Anju viral nammalodu onnu illa. Correct. Never. This girl child is cooperating with the parent. All we have to do is help her a little bit more and don't keep on drawing comparisons. Correct. Each child is unique. Correct. So if you go ahead and keep comparing, then what it's leading is, I am not like my brother. I don't like myself. I am a failure. This will be the thought. In the thought lab, will that child go ahead and behave in a different manner? Like, will she participate in putting a timetable? No, she will not. She will be like, no, anyway, I'm a failure. I cannot compete with my brother. I'm giving up. Correct idea? What do you feel? Yes, no?
Absolutely, ma'am.
So, bite your lip. Don't say it. Please don't say it, because you are corrupting their mind. Namma labeling pandrom. What is labeling? you are a failure. You can't compete with your brother. Your brother is much, much, much smarter than you. This child, na solra child, was so good. She's so nice, very relaxed, very helpful in nature. All we have to do is put her hand on her shoulder and just take her to the next stage. அது கிடையாது. Expectation இதுதான். High expectations. Yes or no? Tell me. Yes?
Yes.
இது பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்னா. If you are doing it, please stop. Okay? அது ஒண்ணு, I just wanted to tell you about that. Hold on one second. Where is the... Tell them it's okay to make mistakes. So இப்போ என் பொண்ணு daydreaming சொன்ன பிறகு I didn't criticize her or brand her. போச்சு போ, what the hell, you are a psychologist daughter and you are nothing. அப்படியாடா, இது நடக்கும். It's okay. எனக்கும் இது நடந்திருக்கு. You think, for this 1.5 hours that we both are together in the webinar, are we all going to concentrate? No way. We will get distracted. நான் இப்போ ஒன்னு சொல்லும்போது அது வேற ஏதாவது ஒரு conversation that had happened between you and your child, you could just go zone out ஆயிட்டு நம்ம வரலாம். So it is possible. And if I'm just going to put her down, next time will she come and tell me anything that happens to her? If I keep putting her down, ஐயா உனக்கு இது கூட வர மாட்டேங்குது, how many times I told you? If I say like this, will she get back to me with her problems?
No. No, ma'am.
ரொம்ப அசிங்கமா இருக்கும். இப்ப நானே என் ஃப்ரெண்டு கிட்ட போயிட்டு ஒரு தடவையும் எனக்கு இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லும் போது, என்னடி உனக்கு இது கூடவா தெரியல அப்படிங்கும் போது, ஐ எம் நாட் செட்டிங் ஐ டோன்ட் ஃபீல் நைஸ் டு கோ அண்ட் டாக் டு தெம் இல்லையா? ஸோ யூ ஷுட் நாட் கிரியேட் தட் என்விரான்மெண்ட். அப்படியா, போன தடவை தானே ஐ ஸ்போக் அபவுட் திஸ் டு யூ, வி சால்வ் இட் டுகெதர், வை ஆர் யூ ஸ்டில் ஃபீலிங் ஸ்டக்? So it means we are looking for a change immediately, which cannot happen. Change will be slow. Even in the இதுவே அவங்க வந்து ஒரு behaviorக்கு, if they have come to a negative behavior, it must have taken a lot of time to come to that. So it will take a lot of time to go up. You should have patience and trust on your child. Yeah, they will stop conveying their feelings. Adanaladan, to psychologists, they go and express themselves much better than they go ahead and talk to parents, which is risky. Why? Because எவ்வளவோ லைஃப்ல வந்து college இருக்கு, career இருக்கு, எவ்வளவோ இருக்கு. They will have to get married. All that you will have to be involved. So and the trust build பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Don't keep looking at academics, marks, max. இதுலயே நம்ம இருந்தோம்னா trust is also going somewhere. So it's okay to make mistakes. இந்த வெபினார் எனக்கு ஒழுங்கா போலையா, ஓகே ஐ டூ பெட்டர் நெக்ஸ்ட் டைம். அதுதான் எனக்கு நான் சொல்லிக்க முடியுமே தவிர, ஓ மை காட் ஐ ஜஸ்ட் டிடன்ட் டூ திஸ் வெல் அப்படின்னு நான் சொல்லும் போது, what thought am I giving to myself? Is it a positive or a negative one? நெகட்டிவா பாசிட்டிவா இருக்குமா என்னோட தாட்? My behavior, I will not go ahead and conduct another webinar. It will be very difficult. So adanaladhan, even you check your self-talk. Correct. You also check your self-talk and ensure your child also has a positive self-talk. They should not demean themselves. Naraya pasangalla, oh, I'm not looking so good abdimanga. But why? அப்படி சொல்லவே கூடாது. ஐ எம் லுக்கிங் நைஸ் அப்படின்னு தானே சொல்லணும். ஸோ செல்ஃப் டாக்குங்கிறது ஃபார் த பேரண்ட் ஆல்சோ இஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் அண்ட் ஃபார் த சைல்ட் ஆல்சோ இட்ஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். தே வில் டேக் தட் செல்ஃப் டாக் ஆல்சோ ஃப்ரம் யூ. ஸோ பி கேர்ஃபுல். நீங்க எப்பவுமே நான் வந்து ஐ டோன்ட் கிவ் எனி வெயிட்டேஜ் டு தட் அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்லும் போது தேர் ஆல்சோ பிக்கிங் அப் சம்திங். It's okay to make mistake as long as there is even 1% improvement. Please go ahead and the 1% improvement pidichittu, just go ahead and make them improve much more. My son knew the answer for the questions in exam, but he read it in urgency and answered it incorrectly. When I told him to read it slowly, he used to tell me that time will fly, so I wrote fastly, ma'am. Okay. So, pathingena, maybe he needs a lot of writing practice and he needs to time his question papers. Na suggest pandrathu enna, for 8th standard and plus, please give them a question paper. Time it out and see where they are lacking. And idu vandu time will flying around. Has it happened? Has he not answered questions? We don't know. Or probability veche he is functioning na enak thonudhu. So you just have to first start giving him or 1 hour paper first, then 1.5 hours maathunga. Slowly try and see and give him lot of confidence. See, you're able to do it. See, you can do it. So adu madri you can make him improve. Is that okay? Ma'am? Venkateshwari ma'am, is that okay? Okay. Don't focus only on interest results. அவங்களோட interest என்ன, strength என்ன, அதெல்லாமும் கொஞ்சம் பாருங்க. And these days children, they are not in one activity for a very long time. They would like to explore lot of activities. So again, don't label them. நீ என்ன ஒரு நேரத்தா கூட ஒழுங்கா பண்ண மாட்டேங்கிற. Don't do that. They like to go and explore a lot of things. So give them that opportunity. Okay, huh? So this is that setting realistic expectation. Are we clear on this? Because this is the most integral part of this webinar. So I just want to take what have you understood so far? What did you like, so far? Please do share so that I can continue further. Yes, anyone?
Please continue, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, understood.
Please continue, ma'am.
Yes. So next slide. Idudha, I spoke about it a little earlier also. You are only seeing the behavior. There are lot of causes for that behavior. Okay, it could be parents are fighting at home a lot. They are not on the same level, in the sense ஒரு parent வந்து permission கொடுத்துக்கிட்டே இருக்காங்க, ஒரு parent Hitler style ல வேலை பண்றாங்க. It will be very difficult for the child will get confused. It will go and take help of the permissive parenting. And the Hitler parent ரொம்ப கஷ்டமாயிடும் அப்புறம். So parents will have to, if the authoritative parent வந்து if he's setting too much of expectations, she might have to lower her expectation, and this parent will have to start having boundaries. அப்பதான் it will go well for the child. The child shouldn't be confused with the parenting style, first of all. So if there are in-laws or anybody at home who do take part in the development of the child and all, evlo possible, try to keep the home environment very easy for the child, because lot of children come with lot of anxiety these days because of the home environment. வீட்ல சண்டை, வீட்ல எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன்ஸ் ஜாஸ்தி, வந்து அப்பாக்கும் அம்மாக்கும் in front of me only ma'am it's happening, I'm getting so panicky, what if they end up in divorce, இதெல்லாம் நடக்குது. So if that is some cause for them, they will not be able to give their 100% in their studies. Correct? They will be very distracted. So you have to see what is happening in their life. So one of that will be self-talk. If they are always of this I can't எதுவுமே எடுக்கும்போது it will flop. So that could lead to a behavior. நம்ம என்ன பார்க்கிறோம், they are not successful that much அப்படிங்கறத மாத்திரம் நம்ம பிஹேவியரா பார்க்கிறோம். பட் செல்ஃப் டாக் கூட ஒரு ரீசனா இருக்கலாம் why it has led to that unsuccessful academics or anything per se. Labeling, நீ வேஸ்ட், அதே சொல்லிக்கிட்டே இருக்கும்போது கான்ஸ்டன்டா I am that, let me be that way. So this could be an underlying cause. We have to figure out what is that particular, and every child will have some unique underlying cause with that. So that is what the parents will have to understand. Sila samayam the parents will be having no pressure. You get 60, it's okay. You get 70, that's also okay. Here the child might be putting a pressure on themselves. I have to get 90. If the child puts pressure, they will start behaving very anxiously. They will have a lot of anxiety during exams or after exams. So then we have to sit down with the child and ask them to make it realistic expectation for them. So adanala underlying cause could not even be parents, it just could be children also. Hormonal changes could irukkalam sometimes. The girl child is going through certain things, and they are not, that is confusing them to do better in academics. So we have to take care of, okay, in age group la irukanga, why is that child behaving this way. Subjects could be tough. So when my daughter was in 7th standard, maths was very difficult for her. She got only 58 out of 100. I had put her in tuition, but the tuition teacher was going sum after sum. அந்த மாதிரி பண்ணி ஏய் உனக்கு இது கூட தெரியலையா, நான் இப்பதானே இத போன கிளாஸ்ல சொல்லி கொடுத்தேன், உனக்கு இப்பவும் இன்னும் இது புரியலையா அப்படின்னு சொல்லி this was her method of teaching. This year I changed the tuition teacher. This teacher, when my child went and asked her, ma'am, நான் எப்படி linear equation பண்றது? There are so many ways to solve this linear equation. Don't be scared. Come. இதுதான் இந்த டீச்சரோட approach. You should see the marks have substantially increased a lot. So, இப்போ there is no fear for her in math. So, just ஒரு particular or small thought change or approach change, the child is able to thrive in that particular environment. So, என்ன subject difficult இருக்கு? So, here is where I wanted to talk about something called learning style. Some children are visual. Kannula paathatha they will register, okay, and then they will be able to have that in their memory, and then they will be able to produce that in their exam. So in the mari first you have to understand what kind of learning style your child has. Are they auditory? Kaadala kekumbodhu. So record panni vechente, like let's assume important bulletin points of history or geography, if you just keep it in a recording format, if they hear about it, then they will be able to narrate the same thing in their exam. Certain children, they will be keeping on moving. Kinesthetic abdimo. Or when the unjal ukando, they'll keep walking and they'll keep reading, but they will be registering everything. Or kuttiya or activity edavadhu pannite irupanga. Some children will keep tossing their ball, but they will also, yes? Yes, did you say something? So, some kind of an activity they will have, but at the same time, they will be grasping the concepts. If my style is auditory, and I'm asking my child to also be doing, record all those things and, go about and write your exam, maybe it won't work because every child is unique. Parent, if I'm writing, always I used to write and get good marks in my exam, then my style is writing. Visual. Now, it registers. But for my child, it could be different kind of a learning style. Some children will do well if they're just sitting alone and studying. Sila perukku group study will work wonders. You can write a note about it and you can Google it further also. Learning styles in irukku. First, understand what kind of learning style your child has. Sila children, when I've changed the learning style, they are able to perform much better. They are able to get better marks. So, adanala, this could also be one of the limiting factor, cause for their behavior. So, history nariya pasangalukku kashtamā irukum, geography difficult irukum. So, na suggest pandradana flashcards madri potukkom. Like, இந்த மாதிரி சிம்பிளா ஒரு பேப்பர்ல history, okay, important dates, important time, whatever had happened in their timeline. And the exam that you can stick it up on the wall. Okay. And then when they go up and down, you can just make them read. Sila perukku spelling's difficult. Again, idukku peru flashcards nama solluvom. So you can put it up in this form for those children who are visual so that they can read about it. They can look at it when they are going up and down in the house. So, history, geography, இதெல்லாம் approach பண்றதுக்குமே நிறைய different techniques இருக்கு. Rather than just mugging it up, ஒரு story மாதிரி பண்ணலாம். In terms of drawing, you can get that concept into your head. So, அது நம்ம என்ன பண்ணினா குழந்தைங்களுக்கு சௌரியமா இருக்கும். அப்படிங்கறது, the child can themselves, you can sit down and ask them, what do you think works for you? They will be able to tell you, okay, எனக்கு நான் அந்த போன தடவை நான் எழுதினேமா, I used to highlight it and I used to get registered. Then that is your method. Go about it. Try to do that in this test also. So learning style, behavior, they might not be able to do well, but their learning style is not the right one for them. அதுவும் இருக்கலாம். Pressure that they put, okay, inability irukkalam. This is their capacity and I'm just pressurizing them too much. That is leading to a different kind of a behavior, either a rebellious or a submissive, too much crying, temper tantrums, இதெல்லாமும் இருக்கலாம். So என்ன ability உங்களோட child இருக்கு அப்படிங்கறதையும் நீங்க கொஞ்சம் பார்க்கணும். So this is a very important slide according to me. Why? Because we only see behavior. This is what my child is doing, but we don't know why they are doing what they're doing. So in the underlying cause can be different for each child. You have to sit down, understand, try to note them, see, observe them, and then come to it. Am I clear on this one?
Yes, ma'am. We're getting thumbs ups, ma'am.
Okay, I see that. Yeah. So, communicating parental expectations effectively. Okay. Setting clear expectations helps children understand. So, a lot of parents come to me for junk food, naraya sapadranga, too much of junk food. You can actually keep a note of it in your calendar also. Okay, this week they have eaten Lace. Sit down with them, set an expectation. Lace na, chips packet na, monthly once na, 2 times in a month, whatever it is. If it's about eating junk food, because a lot of parents come to me for junk food eating or mobile usage. Mobile usage, so even I have given mobile to my child, and once I noticed that YouTube shorts. Once I think she might have seen 50. So what here I want to tell you is when the child is going through her mobile and their mobile and they're seeing, don't snatch it immediately from them. Observe this, and when you have that quality time with your child, sit down and talk to them about it. ஏன்னா பசங்க புரிஞ்சுப்பாங்க that இது இவ்வளவு நீ எவ்வளவு பார்த்த தெரியுமா, do you know you are not even keeping a track of the time and it's just going on. So this is how I did it. I sat down with her. She was watching a lot of anime. Anime is kind of கொஞ்சம் action இருக்கும், blood இருக்கும். I was noticing that it was all going with her classmates. Everyone was watching it. She didn't want to be alone from that gang. So adanala she was watching that lot of YouTube shorts. Then I told her, okay, I gave you liberty to take my mobile, but from now on, I'm going to put a password. She is in. She is in a higher grade, but I told her. Yes. Is anyone talking or continue? Okay. Someone please mute it, please.
Ma'am, Meenakshi ma'am is on mute, ma'am.
Muted, ma'am. Meenakshi ma'am, you're muted.
Yes, ma'am, you're still on mute, ma'am.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So sitting down and talking to the child and telling that, you know what, it's going a little over. When they are in that behavior, when I'm trying to grab it away, when I'm going to have a fight at that point of time, mostly it will not work. Give it some time. Observe what is going wrong and talk to them about it, and then try to bring to a mutual kind of a agreement with them. What can work and what cannot work. So like junk food mobile time this is how you can set clear expectations with them so that they are not confused. Okay, ஒரு தடவை எங்க அம்மா இது சொன்னாங்க, ஒரு தடவை அம்மா அது சொல்றாங்க. So அந்த மாதிரி இல்லாம try to clearly set expectations. Be specific. Like if I'm going to a marriage and I would want my child to behave in a particular manner, I will ask questions to them, open-ended. So how would you behave? Na good behavior la irpen. Good behavior na enna? Na vandu oda maten. Very good. Where enna panna maten? So here what is happening is the child is talking answers, thinking through solutions. Okay, what is the good behavior abdina? So likewise for even older children, we can tell them, okay, we might be going to a mall. You can't buy everything there. What will you do? No, mama, I'll ask you. I'll ask what is the, if it's okay. Otherwise, we will not buy it. So be specific. Don't be vague in your expectation setting also, because they will again play it back to you and boomerang and then say, this was not told to me. Na easier, ரொம்ப smart pasanga. We will be all stuck later. So, another be specific in what you want to, what you want them to do. இதுதான் அந்த ஒரு பேரண்ட் கேட்டிருந்தாங்க. ஐ திங்க் சஞ்சீவ் சார் நினைக்கிறேன். ஃப்ரேம் யுவர் எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன்ஸ் பாசிட்டிவ்லி. டோன்ட் டூ திஸ், டோன்ட் டூ தட்னு லெட் யுவர் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்ஸ் நாட் ஹேவ் திஸ் டோன்ட். Don't, and the don't word should not come. What else can you replace it? What can your questions be like, or how can your sentence be? If I'm saying don't watch mobile, what could be a replacing sentence that I can tell them?
Watching mobile is not good for you.
Okay, give them some alternatives also, no?
We can tell them to draw or read books.
Read books. Actually, what should be done is, yes, there are some chats also. Use mobile for a limited time. Come play badminton. Wow, that's a great thing. Come play badminton. I am also giving them something interesting. See, don't instructions matram kudutha poradu. They don't know how to solve that problem. This is easy for them. Just sitting down and just looking at it is easy for them. So how you have to do is, Sneha ma'am, very good. Come play badminton. Come, let's do this. First of all, let's go for an outing. Wow, very nice. Very nice. Enga polam sollu. What do you want to do? Hey, shall we watch something together? இன்னைக்கு என்ன நடந்தது? Let's just go for a catch up. Let's go for a walk. In the madri, why don't you just try to make it more? Because it will be from their end. If I am the child, here they start with all that do's and don'ts and don'ts and don'ts. This would be going on in their head. Rather than that, why don't you go and talk to that person? Why don't you call that person? In the madri, let us give some suggestions. Idukku munnadiye, maybe when they are in a good mood, when they are talking to you, you can always ask them, Seri, when you are with your mobile, what else can you do? அவங்களையும் நம்ம கேட்கலாம். We can ask them, because solution has to come from both the parties. Ideas have to come from both the parties. Adanala, you can ask them also. When they are indulging in that activity, if you tell them, no one will listen. Suppose I'm watching my mobile. If my husband comes and tells me, don't watch your mobile, I'll not like it. Who are you to tell me da nama irukom? But here we are that authority irukku, they have to obey me appdi nama nenikirom. So adanala, try to give mobile at the end when they finish all the work. Mobile should not be that first thing. Ma'am, avanga edukranga ma'am அப்படினா, sit down and talk to them about, I have another slide to show you where maybe that will make a lot of sense for you. But as of now, sir, Sanjeev or Satish, sir, I don't remember the name, sir. Is this okay? Framing your expectations positively. You said you have 2 children, 14 months difference. Sir, is this slide clear for you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So you just have to ask them, and when you are going out with them, suppose you're going out with them, then you can say, hey, what else can you do? What else? No, I just will do drawing that time. So, right, what I do is, when I go out also to a restaurant or anything, I take coloring book, I take crayon. Children do like it, no matter how, even for older people also, we suggest mandala art and all those things, so that we also get off mobile. Now it's the trend actually. Wherever we go, if we have to wait, hospital, cinema, anything, when we are traveling, we take mobile. We all do that. So we are showing one behavior to the child. But when they do it, we don't like it. There is a discrepancy. First, we also have to change. Free time, keep that mobile away. As soon as you come from work, if there is no SOS, keep it away. Look at your child, sit down, talk to them. They will also start observing what is happening at home. Badminton, TT, football, volleyball, children will be ready to play. We should be willing to cycling. We should be able to give time for that and then go. And when they go, like that, what Neha ma'am had said, when we go for badminton, I have observed my own child talks to me much, much more. She talks to me about what happens in school. Everything is done. But they have to figure out their time. That is how my parents were. My mother was busy cooking, my father was busy earning, and I took care of myself. Abdingumbodhu, it will not work. The children are different. These days, children are different. We have to let go of how we lived our childhood and concentrate on giving them time and making your questions or expectations more positive.
Ma'am, one question. Actually, main problem is that when we are at home, so they are doing some mischiefs. They are jumping on sofa or bed, or they are going to bathroom everywhere. They are running. We are asking, don't go there, don't do this there, but they are not listening politely. So that time we need to show some anger, like don't do this, or going to them, or sometime they did some big thing mistake, then we are slightly slapping also. So is this good to control? After that, they are feeling somewhat controlled, but that what I feel their face is not looks like I am regretting after doing that. I feel pity why I did so.
Why you
But
did that, no?
actually, we are doing that, and they are getting control after some time. Again, after some time, they are starting. But I actually don't like to do this.
Thank you,
See,
sir, for this.
he is shouting.
Correct. You have honestly shared something with us. Now, the thing is that I think your children are too small, isn't it?
Ah, yes. One is 4.5 year and another is 5 year, 5.5 year,
Okay.
almost.
So they have lot of energy, sir. It's like, you don't even give petrol, but the car is running. It will be like that. They must have had food somewhere before, but they still have that energy. Have you put them in any physical activity, sir?
Physical activity only I am going to play with them, not physical, no any physical till now.
Nothing, no classes, nothing, badminton, cricket, nothing, because they're very
No,
small.
actually I thought after 5, 6 year I will do something, but
So here, what you can do is see if it's a if the space that they have is also limited, then it will be easy for you also. What you can do is you can also play with them for a while. They are bored just to play with each other. So, what's that?
okay, ma'am. Okay, I am listening.
So what you have to do is like yes, you can take them out to play, but you can also play with them. Shut off everything and then try to be that lion or that elephant. Now this elephant is coming. What will you do? They are very small, no? They are looking for your attention this way, sir. This is how they also can get your attention. So by your scolding, still you are concentrating on them, no? So what they need is for you to shut down and then give them some time. Till then, you give them, engage them in some activity also. So you will solve some puzzle, you will do some coloring. Like, you should have, like how we say, no, a monkey should have lot of work. Like that, these children have lot of energy. And all through the day, at school also, they're sitting quietly. Everywhere they're expected to behave well. Where will they show their real self? Tell me. They will have to be real also somewhere, right? Because at school it is not accepted. They can't keep everything, isn't it, sir? So we had lot of energy. We used to go play in the road and just be there. Don't get scared for anything. When our mother used to call, then only we used to come. So try to limit this bathroom access or stuff like that, but then you give them more time. Also have lot of activity for them at home. Solve some puzzle. What did you do for today? Give them some time. Soon after you come home, they will feel much better.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. I will try.
So now this is one more beautiful slide I have, which is this one is called consequence management. There's this. This is my own child. I had done it. She was not, cooperating with putting the slippers in the right place, shoes in the right place. Lunchbox was thrown somewhere. School dress was somewhere else. So every child will either listen to consequence management or positive reinforcement. Don't think this as big words. Positive reinforcement, na? saying good job, you're doing well, great, you're so capable. இதெல்லாம் பாசிட்டிவா நம்ம சொல்ற reinforcement. Consequence managementனா நீ இப்படி பண்ணலன்னா உனக்கு இது கிடைக்காது. ஆனா இது suddenly we can't decide and get to it. We have to sit with the child. Whatever they like very much, we have to touch that point only. So my child liked to play Roblox. Every week she used to play, 2 days a week on the weekends. So what I had told her was, if you start, so this was some calendar I had maintained. We finished all the days, but then while I was uploading it, only this much I could get. Immediately after coming back from outside. It need not be just school. So keep your expectation very clear. See my expectation. It's very simple. You can do it in an A4 paper. You just have to sit down with your child and say, see, from tomorrow on, I'm going to maintain this. Don't put 100 things into it. It will be very difficult. Take one behavior that drives you crazy, that makes you very angry. Two behavior that makes you very angry. Take only that. And put it very clearly. If you are not doing for 5 days, then you are not going to get it on the weekend. Very clear. So I asked my child, did you understand the expectation? What is expected of, I should not put all these things everywhere. I should put it in the right place soon after I come. If I don't do it, then I won't be able to play on weekends. Okay, she has understood the expectation. So what we spoke in the previous, be specific, frame your expectations positively. Now, if you don't get it, if you don't do it, even for one day, you will not be able to get the weekend plan. So she didn't complete it the first day, first week. She didn't get to play Roblox. They also understand, oh, yes, I have promised for this. If they throw tantrums at that point of time, if they try to ask you, please, please, and all, don't give in. Because this is the time where you are setting the consequence. You have to be firm here. Firm parenting is needed at that point of time. No, I was not well. No, that's why it happened. Whatever it is, you just had to put the lunchbox there or, put your bag there. You didn't do it. So this week it's not possible. Next week, be better. Slowly, it started becoming a practice. Beyond a point, when I sat down with her, why was it so difficult for you before? How is it so easy for you? No, I was thinking in my head that these are so many things I have to finish. But actually, it's not a lot. I just have to get it done. That's what she told. So that's how we changed something very irritating where everything was thrown everywhere and we got it to a better place also. Now this consequence management and all, there is no chart that I'm maintaining. It is better. There is no complaint that I have. So you don't have to do it on a lifelong basis, but continue until that consistency is achieved. Is that clear? Don't give in if they don't finish that part. Okay. Okay. Yes, someone has raised their hand. Yes, Aishwarya ji, tell me.
Yeah, ma'am, I have tried such things with my daughter. Actually, she's
On
10.
what, ma'am? On what have you tried, ma'am? What behavior?
I've told her like, see, like this only. If you do this for this many days, something like what she wanted, I'll be giving you at the end, like that. So some gifts or something like that. I'll buy you this. I'll get you this, or I'll give you a screen time for some time more. So something that which she likes. But when 1 or 2 days if I follow, on the third day if she is not doing, she's telling to me, I don't want that. I don't want that thing. Leave it. I don't want to do.
It's not affecting them that much, ma'am. We have to pull something that is really going to affect them. So you have to figure out what is more dear to them and it can keep changing. What they like maybe start of the month, they might be like, chalo, it's okay. Let me leave it. So you can keep changing that for a week. My daughter really liked Roblox, so I tried that only for the entire month. But every child is not the same, no. But don't give up on it. Whatever, எது வந்து below the belt ன்னு இருக்கும்ல, எது ரொம்ப affect ஆகுமோ, that's what you have to touch. That's what will actually give you result also. And for every child, it will be different. They will have something. Have you figured that out? What your daughter really cannot, live without like that? Anything like that you have in mind? Ma'am? I can't hear you, ma'am.
Hear me now?
Little bit better.
No, I don't have, I have to think about it, what she really needs. She is very fond of, mostly she's fond of some things, but if I say no, also she's like, okay, it's okay, mom, next time I can get it. So she's a bit understanding in that. So, I even did mark, the same pattern. I give a tick and tick when she's doing, and gave a into when, wrong when she's not doing. She got very upset that day. Oh, you're, you're
It's
telling me
okay
wrong.
if they are upset. Even my daughter was not very cheerful when I put that, cross mark. That's okay. But you know what? We still have to figure out what could be her challenge in not doing that behavior, in not bringing you that expectation. What could be the other challenges that we are missing? Are we expecting too much, or what else is going on? Is she physically not feeling well? What is happening? Does she have something at school that she's bothered about? There could be certain things. No, have you thought of about all that?
No, after she got really upset, I thought, oh, this is not the right way to,
No,
tell
ma'am, it is the
often.
right way. But you see, for example, if you can be open and tell me what was that behavior, so that I can at least tell you if it is a realistic one or an unrealistic, at least that we can.
No, we have a table calendar, a small one. So I gave her into in that calendar in January in some date. She changed the month itself. She moved to February. She
What
doesn't
was
want
that
to see that.
behavior or what was your expectation, ma'am?
Normal things only, like day-to-day works. She was getting very angry. I told that, if you get very angry in some day, I'll mark a cross that day. If you're exceeding you're getting so much temper and so much tension, I'll mark a cross there. You have to control. You have to talk with a normal voice. You should not shout in the beginning itself. If you're doing such thing, so that day it's not correct. So I'll mark a cross there. So maybe she was already angry. I marked a cross. She
Correct,
got
ma'am.
really
Ma'am, this
upset
is
then.
more to do with chores we can do, consequence management. What you are talking is about tantrum. That is that anger part of it. Definitely, she doesn't know how to control it. And we have to figure out why. And there are so many kids whom we have spoken to who have been even so angry that they used to throw things and all, but then we have mellowed them and then they are better. So, understanding why she is angry. She is angry because she is hurt somewhere. Why is she hurt? Is she being too sensitive? Why is she sensitive?
Okay.
So, hurt will, another phase for hurt is anger. They are not able to say very clearly, oh my God, I'm not living up to your expectation, or, I didn't expect you to say this to me, something like that. The child is being very sensitive.
Okay. Maybe that.
Consequence,
Yeah.
yes, consequence management will not work there. The child is struggling, ma'am. In terms, I mean, I'm not scaring you, but what I'm saying is she's not able to let that anger go in a productive way. She's not understanding why she's angry also, maybe. We have to sit down and understand. எப்போ உனக்கு கோவம் வருது? ஏன் வருது?
No,
எப்பெல்லாம்
I
உனக்கு வருது?
actually, that week is the week where she got all the exam papers. So a little bit of less marks compared to previous exam, but we were okay. We were like,
So
it's
here
okay.
the child is putting pressure on themselves. है ना? Correct?
Maybe, yeah, correct, yeah.
சோ இதுதான் நம்ம அந்த சேலஞ்சஸ்ல கவர் பண்ணிருந்தோம்ல. நம்ம பிரஷரே போடல, பசங்களா பிரஷர் போட்டுக்கிறாங்க அவங்களுக்கு. சோ அவங்களுக்கும் நம்ம உட்கார்ந்து சொல்லணும், அப்பா இது வெறும் 8th, இது வெறும் 9th, ஏன் டென்ஷன் ஆற? நீ எதுல நீ இன்னும் இம்ப்ரூவ் ஆகலாம்னு உட்கார்ந்து பார்க்கணும். சோ உட்கார்ந்து பேசுங்க before that next test, because as they grow further they're going to have more challenges like this. And I feel that she is putting lot of perfectionism attitude in her.
Maybe, yeah,
And she
yeah.
will start having then அதுதான் மேம் ஆங்கரா வெளியில வருது. ஸோ இதை நீங்க கான்சிக்வன்ஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் தயவு செய்து இதுக்கு பண்ணாதீங்க, ஆப்டா இருக்காது. அவங்களோட எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன்ஸை உன்னால முடியாது அதனால நீ லோவர் பண்ணிக்கோன்னு சொல்லாம நீ என்ன செல்ஃப் டாக் வச்சுக்கிற, இந்த ஒரு டெஸ்ட் உன்னை டிட்டர்மின் பண்ணுமா? யோசிச்சு பாரு. ஹவு இஸ் இட் கோயிங் டு பி ஆஃப் எனி யூஸ் இஃப் யூ ஆர் கோயிங் டு கெட் சோ ஆங்கிரி அபவுட் இட்? எப்படி நம்ம பண்ணலாம், ஏன் உனக்கு கம்மியாச்சு? சோ அந்த மாதிரி we can sit down and understand with them. சரியா? Am I making sense now?
Sure. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Anybody else? You were saying anybody? Okay, Dane, is this clear?
எங்க சைட்ல ஓகே we are following a point system and it's working, so மற்ற பேரண்ட்ஸ்க்கு ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கும்ன்றதுக்காக I'm just telling it. We have a goal like 50 points யார் அச்சீவ் பண்ண உடனே I'll reward you with some gift. So அந்த மாதிரி so small 5 points if they do good thing, இல்லை நல்லா பிஹேவ் பண்ணாங்க அந்த மாதிரினா I'll give. So if it is super அப்படின்னா +10 சடனா bonus points மாதிரி +20. So they get more excited and because for the points at least sometimes she does what is required or வேண்டாம் நினைச்சாலும் she is trying to be good.
Oh, very nice, very nice. So அது கொஞ்சம் பாசிட்டிவ் ரீஇன்ஃபோர்ஸ்மெண்ட்ல வந்துரும். கான்சிக்வன்ஸ்னு அவங்களுக்கு எதுவும் இல்ல, லைக் ஓகே அந்த 50 பாயிண்ட்ஸ் எடுக்கணும் அதுதான் அவங்களோட கோலா வச்சுட்டாங்க. வெரி ஹாப்பி. ஸோ நிறைய அது பேருக்கு வந்து பாசிட்டிவ் ரீஇன்ஃபோர்ஸ்மெண்ட் ஒர்க் ஆகும், கான்சிக்வென்ட் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் ஒர்க் ஆகும். உங்க சைல்டுக்கு எது பெஸ்ட்ங்கிறத நீங்க வந்து டெய்லர் மேட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க, கஸ்டம் மேட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. சரியா?
ஓகே மேம்.
தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் ஃபார் ஷேரிங் தட். அதான் அந்த இன்வால்வ் யுவர் சைல்டு இன் செட்டிங் எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன்ஸ், இது கொஞ்சம் நம்ம யோசிச்சு பண்ணணும். We have to involve them. We can't set target for them. They will have to be involved in it. And then break down the task into simpler, smaller, manageable ones. நீ இதை பண்ணிட்டு அதை பண்ணிட்டு அப்படின்னு சொல்லும் போது some children can get very overwhelmed. They might not be able to understand all the instructions that you are giving. So அதனால இதை போய் பண்ணிட்டு next. So I kind of write it in a chit or post it la, I put it in a chit and say do this அப்படின்னு sometimes. And then I give it to that to my child. She finishes all that, tick done, over. கத்த வேண்டாம், வந்து ஸ்கிரீம் பண்ண வேண்டாம், உனக்கு எதுவுமே வராதுன்னு தெரிய வேண்டாம். மோஸ்ட்லி ஓகே திஸ் இஸ் டு டூ மோர் வித் ஸ்டடீஸ். ஸோ இப்போ நான் செஷன்ஸ்க்கு உட்காந்துடுறேன், வாட் எவர் இட் இஸ், ஓகே ஃபினிஷ் திஸ், ஃபினிஷ் தட், ஓகே டன். ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் ஆல்சோ ஒன் ஈஸி வே ஃபார் யூ டு ஜஸ்ட் குட்டி டாஸ்க்ஸாக கிளியர் பண்ணிக்கலாம். அண்ட் தென் ஃபார் ஸ்மாலர் சில்ட்ரன் whoever is in that 4-5 age group, you can put one school bag ன்னு ஒரு குட்டியா ஒரு இது அவங்களோட ஃபேவரட் கார்ட்டூன் கேரக்டரோட போட்டு where to keep your shoes ஒரு ஃபேவரட் கார்ட்டூன் போட்டு அந்த மாதிரினா encouraging them in a playful manner, அந்த மாதிரி you can do that also. ஸோ இப்படியெல்லாம் நம்ம நல்லா ஒரு சூப்பரா பேரண்டல் எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன்ஸ் போட்டோம் அப்படின்னா நம்மளோட சைல்டோட கரியருக்கு சக்சஸ் எப்படி இருக்கும்? வாட் டு யூ திங்க் would be the positive impact on them? ப்ளீஸ் ஷேர். என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்க? அவங்களோட செல்ஃப் கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் எப்படி இருக்கும்? அவங்களோட வந்து மோட்டிவேஷன் லெவல் எப்படி இருக்கும்? ஸோ நம்மளே நல்ல ரோல் மாடலா if we go on time. So there is this one parent in the session, he came like 10 minutes before the session start. So he is also being a role model to his child. Although the child might not be picking it up right away, the child will have it in his mind, in his or her mind. Okay, the children are also noting a lot of things. Ipa neenga pathina, even as when we were children, we were noting lot of things of our parents, but அப்பெல்லாம் நம்ம அதை எக்ஸிபிட் பண்ணல. as we are growing older, I think the savings aspect that I have developed is from my father. I have seen him how he was, and then I have inculcated that. நான் அந்த ரங்கோலி எல்லாம் போடுவேன், that's from my mother. I didn't do it until marriage or something, but now I'm doing it regularly. So positive impact, however you are, your children will also be like that. They will be able to bring about some personality in them from you. So கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ், செல்ஃப் எஸ்டீம், ஒரு நல்ல ஒர்க் எத்திக் கொண்டு வரலாம். இல்ல we have to be before time அப்படின்னு நம்ம ஒண்ணு இன்கல்கேட் பண்ணோம்னா they will also start following that at a later stage. Positive reinforcement, உன்னால முடியும், you can, labeling இல்லாம when we say positively, it will impact them and make them more encouraged. Anybody in the chat box said something, it's not visible to me. I'll go to the next slide. What could be the negative impact of parental expectations on a child's career success? So pressure and stress வரும். Limited autonomy na என்னன்னா you obey me. அப்படிங்கும்போது the child will not be able to make any choices. So careerல இப்போ நான் I was a BCom graduate. That's about it. But after 10 years or so, I did my master's and here now I'm sitting in front of you. There is no age limit right now for studies. So, rendu parent and the child has to sit down and agree. Okay, if the child is interested more in sports, also give them a little bit of academics, but you can explore that. Don't, because நான் நிறைய பேரண்ட்ஸும் பார்க்குறேன் இன்ஜினியர் தான் இருக்கணும் டாக்டர் தான் இருக்கணும் இப்போ கூட நம்ம கூட we can go and become a doctor இப்பெல்லாம் அதுக்கெல்லாமும் okay so if you want to have that dream of you being a doctor you can go and get yourself more into that but pasangala let them do what they want along with that give them that foundation of studies so important academics நீ பண்ணணும் இது must this will be like your second foothold and then you do whatever you like also let them explore இல்லனா all throughout நான் நிறைய professionals meet பண்ணிருக்கேன் I was not led to do that while I was studying I was made to choose something அதனால I'm not at all happy now I want to explore and I want to change my career னு இப்போ கூட எனக்கு ஒரு client வந்து சொல்லிட்டு இருக்காங்க so அதனால try to see how you can co-work on this with your child and pressure and stress அனாவசியமா நம்ம வந்து வராதுங்கிறத விட what challenge are they facing and the learning style கொஞ்சம் alter பண்ணி you can make them help them support them better so unrealistic expectations irukkakoodadhu I think that we have clearly achieved in this so this is about the negative impact aspirations of the child வந்து நம்ம individual choices எனக்கு என் பொண்ணே சைக்காலஜிஸ்ட் ஆகணும்னு ஆனா அவங்களுக்கு லாயர் ஆகணும்னு இருக்காங்க so I'll have to accept it and respect whatever she would like and then this way I can help her in her growth and development so adnala the communication trusting your child sitting them down with them and understanding their problem ஏன் முடியல ஏன் கஷ்டமா இருக்கு அத question கேட்கறதுமே ஏன் உனக்கு முடியல அப்படின்னு கேட்கும்போது answers will not come எதுலப்பா உனக்கு கஷ்டம் இருக்குன்னு நம்ம கேட்கும்போது they will slowly open up அதுக்கு தான் கொஞ்சம் quality time பசங்களுக்கு கொடுக்கும்போது they will open up they will start talking about what's happening in school if they are teenagers they'll talk about the opposite gender lot of things can happen at least you will know what is happening in their life so அது ரொம்ப important and வந்து you have to give them space so that they can discover what is what are their interests also அதுக்கு கொஞ்சம் நம்மளும் அவங்களோட சேர்த்து கொஞ்சம் figure out பண்ணோம் so since my daughter said I want to be a lawyer I asked her to speak to my friend who is a lawyer understand what is it all about will you be interested in pathko but you just see so I have to give her that space for her to move around so that's one so I also want to ask you okay inga na vandu for teenagers agreed access to screen time ella veliyum mudichukka veinga adukapprama give them the screen time putting them in an activity of their choice இதெல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு consequence management மாதிரி நம்ம பண்ணலாம் அப்புறம் இந்த சின்சான் போட்டிருக்கிறது for குட்டி children who are within that 5 to 6 age group who are into cartoon you can give them stickers I think one of the parent is already doing and the 50 tokens collect பண்ண பிறகு one thing of your choice இதெல்லாம் you can sit down with them build that correct expectation make them understand what is your expectation and go about it so இதுதான் the positive reinforcement அப்படின்னு சொல்றது be consistent but அவங்க upset ஆறாங்கன்னு சொல்லிட்டு don't leave it in terms of changing one particular behavior not anger and the madri solala but what I'm saying is in terms of they are not following a routine and the mari irukumbodhu try to be consistent it's okay see disagreement misunderstanding or they being upset is part of the parenting no child is always happy even nammalume all 30 days am I happy no I'll have my lows, I'll have my ups, எல்லாமே இருக்கும். அதே மாதிரி if you're saying something, so for example, எல்லாருமே என்னோட fourth standard, fifth standardலயே மொபைல் கிடைக்குது, I am this old but still I don't have my mobile அப்படின்னு நிறைய பசங்க கேக்குறாங்க. ஸோ அதுக்கு ஒரே ஒரு எக்ஸ்பிளேஷன், இந்த ஃபேமிலியில இதுதான் ரூல். இந்த ரூல் சிலதுக்கெல்லாம் நோ காம்ப்ரமைஸ் இருக்குல்ல, அதுக்கெல்லாம் நம்ம நோ காம்ப்ரமைஸ் தான் போடணும். சில இதுக்கு which we can, but then suppose we are taking them out for a very good dinner and then they are thanking you wholeheartedly, thank you so much அப்படிங்கும்போது this is all okay in this house, this is all very very welcome in our house. But மொபைலு, லேப்டாப், டேப் இதெல்லாம் நம்ம வீட்டுக்கு கிடையாது அப்படிங்கறத show them also that we are doing so many things for them in a subtle way. At the same time, this is not acceptable, நம்ம கொண்டு வரலாம். So that's also one important point I wanted to tell you. Sila things, if it is a no, because they are upset, we can't say yes. So you have to know what your family rules are, என்ன உங்களுக்கு எது permissible, not permissible னு உங்களுக்கு தான் தெரியும். அதுக்கேத்த மாதிரி the children will also have to follow that. And if still they are not improving, you are not able to understand what those challenges are, or the child is not able to express, kindly and if that thing, நிறைய பேர் கோவிட்ல இருந்தே இப்படிதான் இருக்காங்கங்கறாங்க, but it takes so much time, 4 years பக்கம் ஆன பிறகும் if they are not taking some professional help, then சைல்டுக்கு அந்த stubbornness ரொம்பவே rigidity increase ஆயிடும். ஸோ மென்டல் ஹெல்த் ப்ரொஃபஷனல் அப்ரோச் பண்றது, ஒரு சைக்காலஜிஸ்ட் அப்ரோச் பண்றதுன்னா நத்திங் லைக் ரொம்ப ஒரு மிசரபிள் திங் கிடையாது. இட்ஸ் ஜஸ்ட் தட் வேர் வி சேஞ்ச் சம் டெக்னிக்ஸ். இப்போ நான் இந்த பேரண்ட்டுக்கு சொன்னேன்ல, அவங்களுக்கு ஏன் கோபம் வருது, ஓகே அது அவங்களே எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன்ஸ் போட்டிருக்காங்க போல இருக்கு, try to work on that அப்படின்னு ஒரு சிம்பிள் டெக்னிக் சேஞ்ச் தான். ஸோ அண்ட் யூ டோன்ட் ஹாவ் டு கம் லைஃப் லாங். அந்த டெக்னிக்கை சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிட்டோம்னா then it's all about done. The child will just go ahead with their flow of their activities. Adanaala don't shy away from seeking professional help. If it's continuing for a long time, you are not able to understand what's happening, and or the child is not able to communicate. So that's one important point that we wanted to bring about. And actually இப்போலாம் என்ன மேம் ஸ்டடி, என்ன ஆங்ஸைட்டி, என்ன இவங்களுக்கு இதெல்லாம் இருக்கு. Actually there is a study that has proved that psychiatric patients 50ல இருக்கிறத விட இப்போ ஆங்ஸைட்டி அவ்வளோ இருக்கான். ஸோ அதனால we have to watch out this mental space of our children. நம்ம எல்லாருமே beautiful parents. Somewhere here and there we have to tweak our approach. நம்ம அப்ரோச்சை கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் இங்க அங்க மாத்திட்டோம்னா பசங்களுக்கு it will be very very beneficial. And this is our mind care number. If you want to go ahead and talk to us or what, then this is the number. Is that okay? Have you made a note of it? I think I took a lot of time. Ma'am, there was this one parent who had asked me, I just want to be sure if I'm making the right call, if I'm building the right expectation. I hope you might have gotten your doubts cleared, or if there is anything more that you would like to ask, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. Vijay, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Aruna, ma'am. Thank you. Aarti, ma'am.
So there is a feedback form in the chat box. If you have any questions which you were not able to ask during the session also, in the same feedback form, along with the feedback, and the questions you can ask. So Meenakshi ma'am will get back to you, and you can call this number and ask to connect to Meenakshi ma'am. Meenakshi ma'am ta pesanum sonningana, the mind care team will connect you to Meenakshi ma'am. So those are the two things which we wanted to tell.
One parent had told me in the initial stage, I just wanted to ask her if she's got a sense of, did she get what she wanted? Got to make a note of her name. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sudha ma'am. Thank you, Amrita Varshini ma'am. Thank you. ரொம்ப பெரிய கான்செப்ட். ஐ ஹோப் நான் ரொம்ப போர் பண்ணாம உங்களை ஐ டேக்கன் through all the slides.
Definitely, ma'am. It's as you say, it's a very, very big and vast topic. To cover within an hour would have been very difficult. And you explained it very patiently. also allowing the participants to interact with you and get our doubts clarified. Thank you for the wonderful session.
Thank you so much then. Thank you. Can I stop my sharing? Is that okay?
Yes, definitely, ma'am. Thanks to
Okay.
all the participants. If you have any questions, you can stay on and ask.
Yes. Feedback formula, please give so that even I can improve and go further and help other people also. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Fatima,
And
ma'am.
this video, the recording will be posted in the YouTube channel of Arya Samaj Foundation, Prashasti. So if you want to share it with your friends or colleagues or other parents also, please feel free to do so.
Either நான் ரொம்பவே கிளியரா இருந்திருக்கேன் இல்ல நான் சுத்தமா குழப்பி விட்டேன் ஏன்னா questions இல்ல.
இல்ல மேம் நடுவுலயே they have asked in
Asked,
between
okay.
clarifying, no?
No,
So
I'm just எப்பயும் போல என்னோட அந்த sense of my humor self. Okay, I think fair enough. Please do write what you like the most and then இந்த இதை follow பண்ணிக்கோங்க கொஞ்சம். Vinod Rajan sir, you have raised the hand. And Aishwarya ma'am, do you want to say anything?
Yeah,
Yep.
ma'am. Okay, so let's finish. I'll wait.
Yes, okay, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Ashwin. Ma'am, just specific case, but just wanted to just bring it up. So my daughter is in LKG, and what she does is, after coming from school, she builds up some story and says this happened. So we are actually not sure whether it is she's actually telling the truth or not. She will say today was a birthday, some joker came into the class, something she will say, and when we go to the parents teacher meeting and ask something about it, they say nothing of this sort happened. So every day she will build up some story, and after coming she will tell that. If we ask what happened in school, she will start building stories. So just wanted, is there something which we should be concerned of or no?
Do you have only one kid or two children?
Two. First standard and LKG. She is
So this
from
is the
LKG.
second one.
Yes.
Okay. Couple of things. Maybe she is bored in the class and she is actually dreaming that these things would happen in the class, and that will give her some excitement. Does she say no to go to school?
Very recently, yes. Very
Has this
recently.
behavior also started recently, sir?
No, she from first itself, whenever she goes, she tells some story.
Okay. Other participants, if you are done with your questions, and you can please leave because it's a very specific case and I don't want to take any more of your time. Is that okay, Preeti ma'am? Anyone who wants to leave, please do. Sir, what you're saying is that first standard, it was it there in the first standard?
No, yeah, my first standard daughter is okay. She is in LKG right now, and
LKG.
she's the one who is building up stories.
And how do you react, or what happens at home? Or what is the reaction that the child is getting?
So she first communicates this with her mom.
Okay.
And once I come home, her mom tells me the same thing. Like this, this is what the story. This is what she has told today. I also exaggerate that story and ask more about it. What so that she can what is that somewhere she might miss out on that. So I ask what happened in the. So what did the Joker do or anything? If we ask more, then she will stop there, and then she whatever she knows until that she will do. She will tell something, and after that she will leave that and start telling something else and leave that topic. But
First
when
of all, ask your wife to tell you over WhatsApp and not say anything in front of your daughter. Your daughter should not know that you both are communicating. So your wife can be like, okay, okay, okay. No more questions asked on that. Okay, try to adopt this where you're not encouraging her to go any further, because now she's clearly got it in her head. My mother will go tell my father. My father is also going to talk to me about it and ask more questions. Maybe they are interested in the story. So she will then come ahead and make more stories in this.
Okay.
Let's cut it off. See, there was this one boy who was like, I went and rang the school bell.
Okay.
That's how he used to say. But when we ignored it and try to appreciate the kid for what they are actually doing. Suppose she does very good coloring. Suppose she keeps her things very organized. Try to talk all about her positive and just slightly keep quiet about it. Don't even talk. Don't ask the teacher in front of her. Nothing. Let's not encourage this any further.
Okay.
Your wife should not tell this. Maybe when you are having a space only for yourself at that point of time, but you will notice that slowly it will stop. Encourage the child for what they're really doing well, and don't bring this up, ignore it. Is that okay, sir?
Yeah, okay.
Please do this, and then you can give a feedback on this to the mind care. If it's not, mostly this should work, sir. But if it is not, please do follow up.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, sir. And do you appreciate your first son for a first kid for everything, or how is that working?
Yeah. So she is like keeping her things okay, or
Do you compare between both of them?
no comparison.
So when you are encouraging the first one, also do something about the second one,
Yes.
only about what they are actually doing. So
Okay.
try to figure out what she's doing, with he or she is doing well, and go about it. Thank
Okay.
you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Aishwarya ma'am, you had raised your hand.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually,
One
this
minute,
is
ma'am.
sorry.
Okay, please. I
Aishwarya
also
ma'am,
want to
continue.
say something, ma'am, like what earlier sir told. My son is also in LKGs. Not every day, but sometime he told, today this happened in class, madam not teached anything, only I was sitting, or not every day, but sometime he says something different. Sometime I asked the parent teacher meeting also, but madam told nothing. Then I realized I am Hindi speaking, maybe our other students are Tamil speaking, so he may be feeling alone or not able to talk other kids because now they don't know English completely to talk, and they don't know Tamil to talk. Only learning English and Hindi he can talk. So that's why I ignored. But sometime he also tells such type of things also. What sir told. Something happened different in class. Not today. No class was there. No teaching was there. Something different he told.
And only
Also
how many
same
times
case
has it happened
LKG
so far?
LKG student.
और कितना बार सर हुआ है ये? बहुत टाइम ऐसे ही होगा, हो रहा है क्या? Where he's saying
नहीं,
something?
बहुत टाइम नहीं हुआ है. Maybe some once in a 15 or 10 days he's
तो
doing
आप
something like this.
फॉलो अप करते हो क्या? आज स्कूल में क्या हुआ, ऐसे पूछते हो क्या आप?
हाँ, उससे पूछते हैं बेटा आज स्कूल में क्या हुआ, बट
तो उसको थोड़ा बहुत कम भी कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज मे बी उनको शेयर करने के लिए इतना नहीं अच्छा लग रहा है. सो ही इज जस्ट क्रिएटिंग सम स्टोरीज फॉर सम टाइम. डोंट फॉलो अप एवरी डे सर. तो थोड़ा बहुत रैंडम रख लीजिए, 2 दिन में एक बार या 3 दिन में एक बार. आज कैसे हुआ, या हफ्ते में एक बार व्हाट हैपेंड इन स्कूल, आज फुल वीक का क्या आपने सीखा, वैसे पूछ लीजिए. बिकॉज सम चिल्ड्रन नो दे गेट इरिटेटेड. अच्छा चलो बताओ क्या हुआ स्कूल में, तो दे माइट बी लाइक, यू कैन आस्क देम इन अ प्लेफुल मैनर, बट देन थोड़ा बहुत फॉलो अप थोड़ा कम कर दीजिए. लेट्स सी व्हाट हैपेंस.
मैम ओके मैम ओके.
थैंक यू सर. Aishwarya ma'am, your turn.
Yeah, thanks for your time, ma'am.
No problem, I'm happy to help.
So actually, this is my daughter's 10 years, fifth standard, okay. But she's not, not academic wise. This question is, she's not comfortable if I sit next to my husband. Even if a small, it's like a regular touch. If I just call him or just hold his hand, she's not very. She's kayede, kayede, amma mal kai vekade, kayede. Not only with me, even with my parents. Party melan kayede, tata melan kayede. So she's not very comfortable, not in a bad way, I'm telling, just like normal, household things. We will just sit next to them and so far. Unintentionally, we may touch them. So she's not very comfortable in all this. So even if I try to explain, this is a normal thing. We are a family. These are some expression of love or something like that.
Yeah, அவங்களுக்கு என்ன ஆகுதா மேம்? What does she feel? Have you asked her that?
She's telling this is wrong, don't touch, like that.
Okay. Like ஏதாவது இந்த குட் டச் பேட் டச் அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது கான்செப்சுவலி அவங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது உள்ள போயிருக்கா? What is her feed that is going into her?
she is very அவளுக்கு குட் டச் பேட் அவளுக்கு வந்து she is seeing other people மேம். இப்போ என்னோட கசின்ஸ் கூட போகும்போது they are like okay, அவங்க கொஞ்சம் க்ளோஸா இருந்தா பக்கத்துல உட்கார்ந்தாலும் அதெல்லாம் அவ கண்டுக்க மாட்டேன்றா. Only in the home. No,
Home
this is not
when you are in the question, and who else? Your அம்மாவா இல்ல மாமி or somebody?
இல்ல நானும் என் ஹஸ்பண்டும் when a girl or boy
only when your husband is putting a hand on அந்த மாதிரி.
ஆமா மேம். ஒரு பையன் பொண்ணு பக்கத்துல உட்கார்ந்தா ஐயோ டச் பண்ணக்கூடாது அந்த மாதிரி அவளுக்கு அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு தாட் எங்கேருந்து வந்துச்சுன்னு எனக்கு தெரியல.
பட் கசின்ஸ் எல்லாம் அப்படி உட்காரும் போது ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை இல்லையா?
அத கண்டுக்க மாட்டேன்றா பெருசா. அது அவளுக்கு
அவங்களுக்கு உங்களை ரொம்ப பிடிக்குமா?
பிடிக்கும்.
ரொம்ப பிடிக்குமா?
பொசசிவ்னஸ்ன்னு எனக்கு தோணல மேம். இது அவளுக்கு ஷுவரா வந்து இது டச் பண்றது தப்புன்ற மாதிரி அவ நினைக்கிறா. குட் டச் பேட் டச் அவளுக்கு தெரியும். எந்த குட் டச் எது பேட் டச் அதெல்லாம் அவளுக்கு தெரியும். நானும் அவகிட்ட கேட்பேன் அதெல்லாம். இது பேட் டச் இல்லம்மா, திஸ் இஸ் ஜஸ்ட் ஃபேமிலி அவுட் ஆஃப் லவ் தான் அப்படின்னாலுமே இல்ல பண்ணாதீங்க தேவையில்ல டோன்ட் டச் அந்த மாதிரி ஷி இஸ் லைக் கீப் ஆன் அந்த மாதிரி சொல்றா. ஓவர் த டைம் அது சரியாயிடுமா இல்ல திரும்ப பேசணும் அவகிட்ட நம்ம ஏதாவது எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணணுமா?
இன்னும் அவரோட ப்ராப்ளம் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் என்னங்கறத நம்ம கண்டுபிடிக்கணுமான்னு தோணுது. வாட் இஸ் பிகாஸ் மத்தவங்க அந்த மாதிரி பண்ணும்போது ஒன்றும் இல்லை, பட் நீங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் மத்தவங்க போது are we missing something?
Maybe she's very possessive on both of us.
Just try that angle, no? Maybe when you guys are together, you give more attention to both of you, and maybe she is sidelined.
இல்ல அப்படி இல்ல மேம். நாட் லைக் தட். இது அன்இன்டென்ஷனல் இதுதான். see if you sitting நான் அன்இன்டென்ஷனலா போய் பக்கத்துல உட்காரும்போது கூட டிஸ்டன்ஸ் விட்டு உட்காரு அந்த மாதிரி அவ ரொம்ப பிளேஃபுல்லா தான் சொல்லுவா. அது ரொம்ப டென்ஷனா சொல்ல மாட்டா. பிளேஃபுல்லா தான் சொல்லுவா.
நீங்க அத கொஞ்சம் don't take it too, don't give her explanations.
Okay.
You just ignore it, and as though இது ரொம்ப நம்ம because we are parents, we cannot go ahead and explain every behavior of us, and this is something that's very important for both of you as parents. So இதெல்லாம் நம்ம போய் அவங்களுக்கு explain பண்ண கூடாது. So அதான் அந்த ஏஜ் அப்ரோப்ரியேட் பிஹேவியரும் இருக்கணும்ல. she cannot be like a moral police officer இங்க. கரெக்ட்டா? So நீங்க வந்து you might have to work on that, where you can be your usual self, and she has got to go ahead and accept this as is. Possessiveness angle la konjam na probe பண்ணுவேன். Somewhere she might be feeling a little left out, we don't know. Maybe some more deep diving is needed, ma'am. Ana, you have observed it correctly, it's not something very common. So konjam adha paathu seyanum. You just try to ignore it, and you say, you know what, we are the way we are அப்படிங்கிறது you have to tell her and see what happens. You can get back to us.
ஓகே. எனக்கு இதுதான் இந்த டவுட் தான் இருந்தது. ஸோ நான் சம்டைம்ஸ் அவகிட்ட சொல்லுவேன். சம்டைம்ஸ் ஷீ வில் கோ ஓவர் போர்ட். நான் கொஞ்சம் புல் பண்ணுவேன். அது மாதிரி பண்ணும்போது ஐல்சே நான் இப்படிதான் உட்காருவேன், உனக்கு என்ன நீ உன் வேலையை பாருன்ற மாதிரி ஐல்சே. ஸோ அது அப்படின்னா சொல்லலாமா அவளை அந்த மாதிரி அவள்கிட்ட சொல்லலாமா இல்ல அதுதான் என்னோட கொஸ்டின். இப்போ நான் அந்த மாதிரி அவகிட்ட சொல்லலாமா? நான் இப்படி உட்காருந்தா உனக்கு என்ன பிரச்சனை? நான் உட்கார்ந்து
எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் இது அந்த ஏஜ் அப்ரோப்ரியேட்டோட கொஞ்சம் ஜாஸ்தியா இருக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கு. கொஞ்சம் ஓவர் மெச்சோர் மாதிரி. ஏன் அது மாதிரி நடக்குது? வேர் இஸ் ஷி கெட்டிங் அதான் நான் கேட்டேன். வேர் இஸ் ஷி கெட்டிங் தட் ஃபீடுங்கிறத கொஞ்சம் பார்த்து எனக்கு சொல்றீங்களா? we can tap on this further, or maybe ஒரு தடவை you can get back to that counseling number.
Okay.
ஏன்னா இது ஒரு ஸ்பெசிபிக் கேஸ்ங்கிறதுனால we have got to like deal with it in a different way.
Because like இப்போ we just every year we go on a family trip, so என் cousins-லாம் they'll be very fun and like sit அப்ப கூட பஸ்ல கூட she won't allow us to sit together. She'll sit with anyone.
It's not a good thing actually, and இது மாதிரி இருக்க கூடாது. moral police officer மாதிரி தான் இருக்காங்க. சோ இது கொஞ்சம் சரியில்லைதான். நீங்க இத இன்னும் ப்ரோப் பண்ணி தான் கேட்கணும்.
ஓகே.
சரியா?
அவளுக்கு இத நார்மலைஸ் பண்றதுக்கு we have to ignore it first.
ஆமா, நீங்க வந்து உனக்கு என்ன பிரச்சனை இதெல்லாம் விட ஏன் அவளுக்கு இவ்ளோ அந்த moral aspect எங்க இருந்து where is that coming fromங்கிறதும் கொஞ்சம் டேப் பண்ணணும். we can further talk about it, maybe private. சரியா?
Okay, ma'am.
There
I'll
are
let
certain
you
questions that I have in my mind, but I'm not able to ask in the open. So little,
know. Okay. Maybe I'll call that number later. Yeah.
yes, please do so. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
would want to talk. Chariya.
Okay, sure. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste, ma'am. Thank
Namaste.
you.
Thank you.
Namaste, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.